Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is cutting series episode 2 and I'm actually just going to do a speaking video for you today, and it's all about how I eat, what particular kind of routine that I follow and why I do what I do, and this is intermittent fasting. I cannot tell you how many questions I have had about this topic in terms of how do I eat right after a session? Why don't you eat? Is this not good for your muscle? You're not getting enough protein in. Do you not have to have a protein shake within 20 minutes of the training window and all of this? So I thought I'd touch on this topic today in terms of what it is, why I do it, how long I've been doing it, and I guess like the benefits that I found from it in terms of going from being like a binge eater and really struggling with my nutrition and things like that. So first things first, what is intermittent fasting? Now, there are numerous ways you can fast. There's 16-8, there's 5-2, I think there's another one, I'm not too sure, but I do the 16-8 fast, which is basically you fast for 16 hours and eat an 8-hour window. So for example, I start eating at 1 p.m. and it is actually 1 o'clock now and I haven't had my breakfast yet. So I start eating at 1 o'clock and then I finish eating around 9 o'clock in the evening. For some, this simply wouldn't work for you, as you wake up in the morning, you're super hungry and you want breakfast before you go to work at 7 or 8 o'clock. I personally wake up at 6 a.m, I have a black coffee, I don't count that as a fast at all, it's just having a liquid, it's just having a drink. I have my water and I go to the gym for 7 a.m. and then I don't eat until 1 o'clock. So for a lot of people, they'd find that really hard not to eat before the session, not to eat when they get up. But I think as a young age, you've kind of had this thing where it's like breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need it for cognitive function. You need it so your body is fueled for the rest of the day. Let me tell you who said breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Kellogg's, who are one of the biggest breakfast companies in the world. Like, fair play, doing your bit, but it kind of tells people that you have to have breakfast when you wake up in the morning, even though some people might feel that they're forcing it down and that they don't even want it and they're just doing it because that's kind of like what society has said for them to do. I know I did it all my whole entire life. I had breakfast in the morning when I wasn't even hungry. When I was a swimmer, I used to have breakfast at like 5 a.m. and it just made me feel so sick in my sessions because I thought you had to do that before I trained and things like that. So there's obviously quite a lot of confusion in that area, but personally for me, I love fasting. I do not have breakfast at 7 or 8 a.m. anymore. So whether you choose to have breakfast or not when you wake up should be in relation to your appetite, to your lifestyle, and what suits you essentially. If you're the type of person who doesn't eat before they train and feels like they're going to faint, eat something before you train, because that's just silly. You obviously do not have enough energy. You probably need some carbs in there to help you get through your session. But for some people, personally like myself, I don't feel like I need it. Now, let's talk about the reasons why I actually fast and when I started. So I started fasting because Ben fasts and I was always intrigued by it, and this was around, I don't know, a year and a half ago now probably that I started doing it. Not gonna lie, it was hard at the start because I was like, after my session, I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm literally so hungry. And this was only for like a week though, because my body hadn't really adapted to it. But my issue was, and the reason that I started doing it was I was a massive binge eater in terms of I would finish all my calories by like 7 or 8 o'clock, put like 7 o'clock, and I would be so hungry. I'd have a biscuit, just be like, oh, it's alright, I just have one biscuit. I'd have like the pack of biscuits. I'd then have like a tub of ice cream, and I'd feel so bad. I'd want to burn off all these calories the next day, and I'd get into this binge eating cycle. I'd not eat the next day, and it was really hard to get out of and just so detrimental to like my mental state and stuff. So I started doing fasting predominantly because of that, because I wanted to help my eating. It wasn't because I wanted to lose weight, it wasn't anything like that. It's because I was overeating my calories ridiculously because I was binge eating and I felt so hungry as soon as I stopped eating. So I started fasting. Now, the aim of the fast, okay, so I wake up at 6 a.m, I have a black coffee at around 6:30 and do my mindfulness. I do that meditation in the morning. I get ready for the gym and then we go to the gym. This is by 7 o'clock. And because obviously we're filming for you guys, we're doing a lot of content, we're in the gym, our session's like an hour and 15, but we also do filming, so it pushes it more to an hour and a half and things like that. and then get changed, have a shower, go to the office. Now we go to the office and we have so much to do. So we do all the emails, speak to all our clients, all the work on the My Coach School. Link below, subtle plug. All the work on the My Coach School. We have our meetings and everything like that. And by this time, it is literally 1 o'clock, and then I have my food. So obviously, essentially, kind of for me as well, I'm quite busy in the morning, especially as soon as I get to the office, so I don't feel like eating. I will have another coffee, a decaf, because I've already had my caffeine for my session. I will have a decaf with a dairy-free milk, usually almond or oat milk, which really fills me up as well because it's a liquid. Then 1 o'clock, I will make my huge bowl of porridge, which is around 480 calories, maybe 500 if I have my whey in it and stuff and a bit less peanut butter. But it is a hefty breakfast and it massively, massively fills me up, okay? Now, because I've had this at 1 o'clock where people would usually have their lunch, I'm one kind of step ahead because I'm like, I still have loads and loads of food left for the day. So at the moment, you guys know that I'm on 1,700 calories. So I've had 500 of those, say, as my breakfast. And then it gets to around 3 o'clock-ish. Bear in mind I'm drinking loads and loads of water throughout the day as well. It gets to 3 o'clock and I'll have my lunch. So rather than having breakfast at 8 o'clock and then waiting 9, 10, 11, 12-ish, 1-ish, waiting 5 hours for my lunch like I usually used to, I have like a 3-hour gap, so I'm not as hungry, so I'm not tempted to snack on stuff during these different meals. So I'll have my lunch, and this is always a massive salad, which I add cooked chicken to, and I also add balsamic glaze, balsamic dressing, because I can't have a plain salad because so I have that, and that really fills me up. That's only like 300 calories, but because it's so fibrous, and obviously salad fills you up massively, that does me pretty well. Obviously Ben has quite a lot more than me in terms of lunch and stuff. So at 3 o'clock, it's about 3:30 now, and then it'll be about 5:30, 6 o'clock we will leave the office, and this is when I will have a bar. So I'll have my vegan bar, which I'm having at the moment from Bulk Powders, which is actually really tasty. I would tell you if it wasn't, but for a vegan bar, and I know they can be quite dry, it is really nice. It's a banana flavour, which I love. So I have my bar, and then go home. Sometimes we'll go for a walk, we'll go to yoga, we'll go to the steam room, we'll go to the steam room and sauna, do something like quite chill, because we're trying to stop working as soon as we get home now, because we're quite like avid workers, we work a lot, so we're stopping doing that quite a bit now. And then by the time it's dinner time, and I stop cooking at 7:30, have my dinner at 8. And usually I would have stopped eating at like 7 o'clock, and I would have been so hungry, because you then go to bed at like 10, 11 o'clock and it's like, oh my god, there's so much food in the house. So I will literally finish having my dinner at 8:30 at night, and then I still got like 300 calories to play with. So I'll have like a yogurt right before bed, I will have hot chocolate, I will have pancakes, I'll have biscuits, whatever it is, because that for me is sustainable, and that for me is a balanced diet. I'm still in a deficit. Yes, I'm still having Kit Kats and cookies and pancakes and granola and peanut butter and things like that, because it fits my calorie intake, and I have it right before bed, so I'm not snacking on anything else. Essentially, there's no guilt with it either. I used to pick at stuff when I knew I'd finished my calories when I was cutting and stuff, when I was like binge eating, and I'd go and I wouldn't ever stop. So this is the best thing I've ever done. It's not a magic pill for fat loss, but essentially it can help you lose weight, because if you think about it, you're not overeating your calories because you've pushed everything back. You have more calories to play with at the end of the evening, and you do have that ability to have a little bit more food if you want it. It's less restrictive. You just need to get used to not eating it in that first window in the morning. You get used to it really quickly. But like I said to you from the start, this isn't for everyone. It isn't suited for everyone. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you my opinion in terms of why I do it and how it's benefited me. And personally, I'd never go back. Like yesterday, I went to get a facial, and this facial was at like a really random time. It was at 11:30. Can we see? Look how glowy. So I had a facial, but it was at 11:30, so I ate at 10:30, and oh my god, it messed up my whole day of eating because I was so hungry. I can't explain to you. I got back at like 1:30, I was like, oh my god, now I need to wait till. So I personally absolutely love it and would recommend it to you if you are someone who loves a snack and loves snacking extra than knowing that you shouldn't when you are going through like a calorie deficit period, or if you are counting your calories. it's just a very, very comfortable way to have to follow a diet and things like that. Hope that made sense. I know it's a bit of a ramble, but I wanted to give you my fully personal opinion on it, why I don't have breakfast when everyone else has breakfast, and how it's benefited me. Really hope it was helpful. We have more videos coming to the cutting series. I'm also going to do a lot more glute. I say glute, so weird, you know. I'm going to do loads more glute workouts and glute specific videos such as imbalances, hypertrophy work, strength, hip thrusts, technique points, because I think that'd be super beneficial for you, and everyone loves a glute workout. I feel like all you guys on my channel love a glute workout. Let me know what videos you want me to film for you. I would do whatever you want me to do, you know, in your boundaries. Drop a comment below. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!